Hello YouTube, Miss William. Got a fire burning down behind me over here. We're going to do some Dutch oven cooking here in a little bit. And I'm going to try to do some butterfly chicken breast with some cheese in it and wrapped in bacon with some spices and peppers and stuff. So, whew, man. Do sound good, don't it? Alright. So that's probably going to be the next video that's uploaded after this one. Alright, so let's give a brief update on production. We'll start with the retail side, go with the SKs. Right now, the SKs through 464 is mailed out. 465 is done. That order had 2 knives. We're finishing up the second knife. It's already handled. It's just a matter of doing the final polish and packaging and mailing out this week. So we'll get that one out either Monday or Tuesday. As far as the other knives, let's stay on the SKs for a moment. We have sold through $4.99. $4.98 was sold, and the customer contacted me and requested that he change his order to a WBK. So if you want to stay under the 500 mark, there is still one left, and that is $4.98 serial number. 500 through 515 will be a custom limited run. Those serial numbers will be 500C through 515C. The C stands for custom build. Okay, those will have those will be made out of 3V steel, and they will have Coca-Cola wood scales with red liners. Okay, all of them will have the wood handles, the Coca-Cola scales. Those will be sold as a available custom knives on my website, so stay tuned for that. I do not have a date yet. Again, I do not have a date yet, so stay tuned for further information on that. I want to get out through $4.99 before I offer 500. Of course, that's only fair. So we'll try to get that done probably January, February time frame, but that's coming. Okay. SKs 471 through 480, we'll get those ready and heat treated in the next couple of weeks and get those probably mailed out in about 3 to 4 weeks. Okay, so probably around Christmas maybe. We're right at that 90-day mark, so we're going to try to stay right at that 90-day mark on the SKs. As far as the other retail, what's in work is everything up to that was ordered through 11/12. So if you got anything ordered up to that date, it is in works. The blade is heat treated, handles are being set, just a lot of things going on with all of those. So they will be mailed out probably within a couple of weeks. All of those up to that was ordered through November the 12th. So depends on when you ordered it and what that model was. So look for your knife to be shipped here in the next couple of weeks. Okay. That's it on retail side for now. Let's talk about wholesale right quick. I've got a lot of knives being shipped out to Great Northern Knives. Hopefully the end of this week. It's going to be a short week, it being Thanksgiving. So we're going to spend some time with the family, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. But but right now what I have in works to ship out to Jeff is everything that's pre-ordered. If you have a knife that's pre-ordered from Jeff, it will be shipped probably within the next week or two. I've got Sportsman's Choice blades that's being handled right now. If you have one that's pre-ordered, it's be shipped this week or next week. If you have a blood drop that was pre-ordered, it's being shipped this week or next week. Okay, if you have a bull that was pre-ordered, it will be shipped this week or next week. So anything that you have pre-ordered is in the works. Those are the priorities that we work on. Anything that we have blades extra from those priority list, that priority pre-order list. I had tried to say 2 words at one time, can't do it. Then that is what we concentrate on. So if you want a knife from Jeff, I recommend you get on the pre-order list, because every week he sends me a priority list of what he wants in the next run of knives. Okay, so that's where we're at. as far as the wholesale side on Jeff's side. Um, if you want a bull, I have a limited number of 3V blanks, so get with Jeff on that if you want to pre-order that in 3V. And if you want to pre-order the Stranded Woodsman in 3V, I have a limited number of blanks for that as well. Now, the Stranded Woodsman, if you don't know what that is, this is the one that I use. I just built the fire back here with it a little while ago. That's the Stranded Woodsman, and the one I use is in 3V. Just 3V, somebody's going to ask, I said on the introduction video, 3V, it doesn't get sharper, it doesn't stay sharper longer. The only benefit you get with 3V is that it's tough. If you want to pry with it a little bit, now I'm not saying it's a pry bar, but if you want to put it through some batoning and things like that, some little bit of abuse, then I recommend getting a 3V. But if you're going to use it like a standard parang and just do a light batoning and do a little firecraft with it and things like that, then the Nitro V option will suit you just fine, okay? So it's your choice. The 3V is a carbon steel. It will rust. You have to do some maintenance on it. It is going to be more expensive because the steel's more expensive. Due to the size of this knife, it's going to be more expensive than, say, a standard size knife. Because anybody can look and see that there's probably 3 times the steel that goes into a larger knife than it does a standard knife. So it's going to have more labor. It's going to have more expendable equipment like sand belts and things like that to grind those knives. So it's going to be more expensive, but you're getting a lot more knife. So anyway, just kind of keep that in mind when you look at pricing and think about it. Okay, think about it. But anyway, there's going to be quite a bit mailed out to Jeff either this week or first part of next week because he's going to get a big shipment here in the next few days. Just depends on how much we can get done before the holidays. Let's talk about Thanksgiving, and I wish every one of you a very, very happy and safe Thanksgiving, and spend time with your family, enjoy each other. And don't worry about all this other stuff, the politics and everything else is going on. Just enjoy your family, and don't let politics destroy that. But I am so thankful for you guys. You guys are just phenomenal. For allowing me to live my dream. You guys are just awesome. And to say thanks, I'm going to offer a discount beginning Wednesday morning at probably whenever before I open the shop. It'll be 6 o'clock. We open the shop at 6 o'clock every morning. So there will be a code, a checkout code. Say thanks, THANKS. If you put that in the promo code at checkout, then you will save 10% on your order, the retail order on my website. Anything on my website, okay? Save 10% with that thanks promo code. And that will go from Wednesday morning through Friday at midnight this week, okay? Through Thanksgiving. And just to say thanks. I really appreciate you guys. I really, really do. So also coming first of the year, I get a lot of questions about the folder. The reason I gave a projected release date of late spring, early summer before those were sold is because I knew the shop would have to be rearranged and things set up differently in order to put the equipment in that I need to do the folders. With that said, I'm probably, I will be decreasing the leather shop so I can put a CNC machine in there. Come January 1, the only option you're going to get as far as leather on my end will be a vertical sheath. No loops other than a belt loop. There's not going to be any ferro rod loops, nothing special on it, just a vertical standard sheath. No danglers, nothing like that, okay? If you want a aftermarket sheath, then I highly recommend Randy at stitchgear.com. That's stitchgear.com. He does phenomenal work. He has all my models. He knows exactly what size to make it. So get with him, and he will be able to fix you right up. I'm hoping to limit that. I'll be able to use part of that leather room for the CNC machine and start getting these folders worked out and get those ready for a late spring, early summer release as promised. And also, it limits the amount of options so that I can rearrange my website to hopefully get the sheath options listed with the knife listing. Okay, and we'll see if we can get that done. The problem is if you have a green handle knife, so that's if you got 4 different colors of handles, that's 4 listings that you have to put on there. Now, if you add 3 choices of sheath, that's 12 just on one knife. So then if you add different options as far as different sheath options, so you got a Kydex horizontal, you got a Kydex vertical, you got then that just multiplies. So that one listing may have at least 30 or 40 options just on that one knife. So it gets to be too much for the program to handle. So we're going to try to limit that to where I can get everything on one listing and make it a whole lot easier for you guys, and kind of update the website a little bit and make it more user friendly. We're going to try that anyway and see what happens. But look for some changes coming January the 1st, and the closer we get to it, then I will update you guys and kind of fill you in on what's happening. But anyway, if you want a leather sheath, I highly recommend you to order it before January the 1st because it may be gone. Okay, and once it's gone, it's gone. I can't backtrack. There ain't no time to backtrack. We're moving forward just as fast as this train will go. All right. Okay. So anyway, again, if you want any model that I make and you want a customized handle on it, get with Jeff. He has the personnel to do customization to a limit on handles. Now, I don't. It has to be a model that I make. All right. So I don't do custom designs for individual customers anymore. I just don't have the time. Matter of fact, the retail side may be decreasing even more in the future. We'll see how that goes. But I'm going more and more toward the wholesale side because me dealing with we ship this year close to 2,000. Last year we shipped over 1,000. So this year we'll ship close to 2,000. So you can imagine 2,000 customers versus 4 wholesalers. Okay. With 2,000 customers, I spend so much time on paperwork, bookwork, phone calls, responding to emails. That takes me away from the shop and heat treating and grinding and things like that, making the knives. So if we go more into the custom side, it's not going to be a William Collins knife. It's going to be a WC knife that the employees of William Collins makes. And that's not what people want. They want something that I've put my hands on, and I can appreciate that. So what we're having to do, or I'm having to do to stay involved in the heat treating, the grinding process, because a lot of these grinds are compound grinds. It takes some time to teach and learn and things like that. But it just keep the designs flowing and things like that. I have to decrease that amount of time that I spend with you. I would love to spend on the phone all day talking with people. I would love to do that, but I just can't. It's just not possible. But anyway, I hope you understand that. That's the reason I had to cut out the custom bills back in 2018, because it was getting to be a problem. And even now, with the volume that we're doing on the wholesale side, the retail side is going to have to decrease even more, I believe, going forward. But we will see how that goes. So just kind of a fair warning type thing. All right. I hope you guys have like I said, a very safe and happy Thanksgiving. And again, thank you so much. You guys are just phenomenal, and I couldn't ask for some better friends or I mean, I could say customers, but I consider you more friends than customers. And anyway, the top 10 of this year, you will be receiving a special gift in the mail. And again, I thank you so much for your support. And take advantage of this 10% discount because I don't offer discounts very often because there's just frankly not very much money in those knives to be given much of a discount at times. So anyway, but I do appreciate everything that you guys do, and you're just phenomenal. So until next one, get in the backyard, give the opportunity, and build a fire and roast a weenie or cook some Dutch oven cooking like I'm going to do here in a minute. And whittle on a stick. Be sure and take a child with you, get the opportunity. And don't forget those plenty of band-aids and lots of knives. We will catch you very soon.